let's talk Apple. That was weird. I was trying to watch the live stream that happened yesterday on the 9th, and it was a huge problem. I tried using Google Chrome, wasn't working. Tried using Internet Explorer, wasn't working. Tried using Opera, wasn't working. Tried using Firefox, wasn't working. Tried using Safari. Why would it not work with Safari? It is your browser, not mine. You created this browser. Why? I don't know why they just didn't stream it on YouTube. They could just stream it on YouTube, everything would have been fine, everything would have been great. But no, they wanted to stream it on their website. First the leaked photos, now this. I can't take it. So the phone came out, I saw the phone and everything, even though the stream wasn't working. Everybody was having problems with the stream though, by the way. They were having issues and people were like speaking Spanish or Japanese or something like that on the stream when it did work. And even though I did go on the website today trying to watch the keynote, wasn't there. Seriously? Apple? Come on, man. You're supposed to be this multi-billion-dollar company, making $1 million. And you, this, unacceptable. Even though all that nonsense happened, I found that phone sexy. It was sexy with its nice looking curve and gray back and sexy glass. I'm not kidding. I do find the phone pretty damn good looking. It does look really nice. You know, but that price tag, I would love to get it. I would totally love to get that phone. But I'm poor. I can't afford it. It's $750. Off contract, by the way. I don't do contract. If you want to be in prison, by all means, go in prison. But I want to be a free bird. I want to fly around and do whatever and pay like $60 a month for the same service you're probably paying like $100, $200 for. And if you're paying $200 for your phone bill, you got to, please. Change, something gotta change. What are you doing? Paying $200, $300 for a phone bill? You trying to contact Jesus? For the first time, Apple's iPhone finally has a 720p display. Okay, it's a 720p. At first, it has an HD display. 720p on the iPhone 6 and 1080p on the Apple iPhone 6 Plus, which is 401 ppi. And a 5.5 inch display. And I gotta say, if I were to go and get an iPhone right now, it will definitely be the iPhone 6 Plus. But I'm poor. If Google were to screw me over, I cannot go with the iPhone because I'm poor. Another thing that really stood out to me was, no, not the iWatch. I don't really. Some of you might care about it, that's fine. I just really, maybe. I haven't seen the keynote, so I don't really know what this thing is really about. I didn't even take the time to take a look into it. But if the live stream worked, the next thing that stood out to me with that, the new iPhones, is that it has NFC capability. Something Android has had since 2011 or 10. One of those years, Android has had it since then. And God, multiple years later, they decide to implement it in the phone. And finally, I'm very thankful for that. Because what that means is that now that the two biggest cell phone things, operating systems, and well, you gotta look at Samsung. Okay, Android and Apple. Okay, Android and Apple, now that they both have it, you're gonna start seeing these NFC devices at every register. I wanna pay everywhere. I love it. I love walking up to the register, especially someone next to me with an iPhone. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna show it off. And like, I take my phone and tap it in the register. She's like, love it. Not every store has it, but some stores do have it. But now that Apple actually has NFC inside the device, a lot of stores are gonna have it now. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a bigger thing. So I'm very happy for that. So the camera is going to be 1080p, of course. It's the last iPhone, I think. If it did shoot the iPhone 5S if they shoot 1080p. But this one here does 720p at 240 frames a second. Freaking cool. Hell yeah. And then it does 1080p at 60 frames a second, which is good for YouTube because YouTube will be supporting 60 frames a second soon. And if you can't see the difference, I'm not gonna even argue with you. You just have to wait and just look for yourself or compare videos if you can. Yeah, you will be able to because new videos gonna be uploaded. It's gonna be in 60 frames a second if you have a device that actually support 60 frames a second. Doesn't support 4K, but could you really be mad at it? Because if you look, there's not many devices out there that is 4K. And a lot of people right now have like 1080p displays and 720p displays, and I don't know when 4K is going to take over, or maybe 5K, because Samsung did. I do believe it was Samsung that came out with a 5K monitor. It's like, dude, 4K didn't even come out yet. It's not really in the mainstream like that as yet. And they're already coming out with a 5K monitor. Like, oh my God, it's crazy. It's moving too fast. I need multiple GPUs to run the games and stuff like that. And it's gonna cost $2,500 and it's too expensive. I'm poor. Anyway, so I am happy with that. I don't really know too much about the smartwatch, so I can't really say much. I do expect it to do the basic things like have Siri and stuff like that on the watch and to work with the phone and everything like that. But I am excited about the phone. I was really excited. I'm like, yo, this phone look good. And if you think the phone don't look good, dude, that's fine. Hey, it's your problem. That's you, man. Because if I go to a car dealership with my friend and I'm like, yo, check out that Bugatti, and he's like, yo, ew, BMW, right? So everyone got their own taste. So just because somebody doesn't like something or somebody likes something, you can't judge them for that. Unless it's like extremely overpriced. And they do have the 128 gig model. That's gonna be like $900. $900 for the 128 gig iPhone 5.5, iPhone 6 Plus. So okay, not $900, but it should be right around that corner. So I don't know. I'm waiting to see the prices, but I'm estimating that's where it's gonna be. Because of the prices for the contract phones. The phones are like $200, starting from $200 and going up. So $200 for the iPhone 6, $300 for the iPhone 6 Plus, and that's only with 16 gig. And that's another thing, 16 gig. Oh my, 1.6, not 60, 1.6. They decided to, what is wrong with these? It's not just Apple. Android is doing it too on the Android side, on the Android section. They're doing it also. They cut out 32 gigs and they can decide, okay, well, if you want a phone, you can either get the 16 gigs or 64 gigs. That is a huge leap. Like, why would you do something like that? I like storing stuff on my phone. Why can't I have a 32 gig? What's wrong with 32 gigs? 32 gigs is great. And they decide to keep 16 gigs and get rid of 32. Come on, it's time already. It's like, this is 2014. I don't know what's going on there. Somebody please explain that to me. I don't know. But I do like the phone. Okay, I'm gonna end it like that. I like the phone, and I think it is attractive. I'm too poor to own it, so that's that. Comment below.